You are listening to Fantha Tracks.
It's time to spin round the rim. This is Desert Planet Discs. Star Wars music in a single file. Here is your host, Carl Bayliss.
Following live broadcast is recommended by the Imperial Council in the belief that your commitment to remain upstanding citizens will be reinforced. It is required viewing for all members of the Imperial forces.
Time now for
Desert Planet Discs,
brought to viewers everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by the comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack of moral value.
I talk Ruda with such flair, quick to move spins in the air. Ooh, to the order you set by. Her master starts to slide a little close to the dark side. Ooh, it made you wanna hide. Oh, will you find Ezra? Hope the Purgles take you home. Ahsoka Tano. From a Padawan to that sky guy. Ahsoka Tano. No longer a Jedi Knight. Annie calls her Snips. She lived through Order 66. Ooh, she's a fulcrum for the rebels. Lightsabers at her side. She moves just like a samurai. Ooh, Annie trained you well. Ooh, will you kill Thrawn? Hope the Purgles take you home. Ahsoka Tano. From a Padawan to that sky guy. Ahsoka Tano. No longer a Jedi Knight. Ooh, will you find Sabine? Will the Purgles take you home? With Captain Rex at her side, fallen clones are left behind. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. Yeah, Annie calls her Snips. She lived through Order 66. Ooh, she's a fulcrum for the rebels. Ahsoka Tano. From a Padawan to that sky guy. Ahsoka Tano. that, Snips.
Hello and welcome to Desert Planet Discs. And kicking us off there was our old chum and cohort, Darth Elvis, with Ahsoka from the recently released Rebels EP. Obviously a parody there of Blondie's excellent Maria. And yeah, we thought we'd mark the occasion by having a special guest on. Unfortunately, it's not Darth Elvis, as anyone that was at Cantina 2 last year in London, you will know. Darth Elvis was put on ice by the Mandalorians from the Mando Mercs. So yes, my co-host and partner in crime, Mr. Greig Robertson, is here to tell us a little bit more about how these tracks have come about. Clearly from the archives before Darth Elvis went on ice. But yeah, welcome to the show, Greig.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Full of the cold, but surviving. The dreaded lurgy. I've had it 2-3 weeks now. Is pain in the neck, but other than that, can't complain. Bit greyer since we last spoke.
Oh yes, it's been a while.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, so the Rebels EP has been launched. So obviously, in the absence of Darth Elvis himself, what can you tell us about the EP and how it came about, and in particular that track, Ahsoka?
Well, yes. So I guess before being frozen in carbonite, Darth Elvis had been working on some new recordings. Somehow he'd managed to see the Ahsoka TV series prior to being frozen in carbonite. He's got friends at the inside.
Sith connections.
He's got friends in high places, and he managed to see the Ahsoka series in advance. But so obviously the Ahsoka song came about based on, I know he was keen to do an EP on Rebels, being a big Rebels fan, and Hera Syndulla, which is a track you may hear a little bit later on, is one he's been kicking around for many years, and had mentioned it to certain people. Again, we'll talk about later on. And off the back of having that one, it was like, oh, I've got a Sabine track, which was obviously Suzanne by Weezer from the 4 album. Need to get an Ahsoka track, and that was it. Blondie came into my head one day, Maria, and Ahsoka Tano was born, and there you go.
Yeah, and yes, it's a personal favourite of mine, the Blondie track. So to have it reworked for Star Wars is brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's a cracking tune. I remember when it first came out. It certainly grabbed everyone's attention, so I thought it was a good one. And just the opening kind of beat and stuff for that it's awesome. So yeah,
who knows if Darth Elvis comes off ice?
Yeah,
may get performed live somewhere. Who knows?
Could you? Yeah, need to.
Yeah, gotta find him first, but
we need to get some people out there looking for him. So
that's it. Yeah. We need to get Mandalorian bounty hunters to find the Mandalorian bounty hunters or something like that. Yeah. So Ahsoka, what did you make of the series?
Oh, I loved it. Really liked it. It's I think we talked about it on previous shows. Just how much I loved Baylan Skoll. I thought he was such an excellent character. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Obviously, season 2 has been announced over the sort of, it was a Crimbo period or just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where they go with that, if they recast Ray Stevenson, who's obviously sadly not with us. But no, I loved seeing, the Rebels crew come together. I'm hoping season 2 will get Zeb into the mix there as well. Obviously saw him in Mando season 3, so there's no reason not.
Yeah.
No, I really liked it. The new characters they introduced were great, and some of the older characters, obviously, like Professor Huyang. Penance.
Yeah. I'm letting you pronounce that one. I'm not going near it.
Character, it was great to see him in live action as well. And I think we'll be seeing more of him in The Acolyte.
Yes,
based on his age, 25,000 years old or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's.
What did you think?
I struggled with it, to be honest. I'm a huge Rebels fan, and I just felt it was a little bit too exposition-y.
Okay.
And it was kind of, they kept having to explain or, sort of assume a level of knowledge and then off to the exposition trap of, and this is this. And I just thought that kind of got in the way of the story a little bit. And I get that they've got to cater for people who have come to it that haven't seen any Rebels, but yeah, I just felt that sort of detracted from it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I know folks who haven't watched Rebels and they were a bit lost at some of it.
Yeah. And I get, you've got to tread that line of there are going to be people that don't watch any animation, that come to this show not knowing who any of the characters really are. You've got to give them enough to get into the characters, but equally, people that have watched Rebels and do know the backstory and have got, you don't want to retread old ground just for the sake of it to fill in the newbies, because you're going to turn those people off to it, and those are going to be a big chunk of your audience. So, overall I enjoyed it, but I think what I was expecting it to be, especially with Dave Filoni at the helm, and what actually we got, there was a bit too much of a gap for me.
So I particularly loved, was it episode 5 where you had the Clone Wars flashbacks and stuff, and some of the imagery there.
Yeah.
Obviously, where Darth Elvis leaned heavily to some of the lyrics and stuff in the Ahsoka song.
Yeah.
Fallen clones get left behind, and Master calls her Snips, and he called her Snips on the show, and I was like, yeah. So no, really enjoyed it. Yeah, but I could understand why some folk didn't dig it quite as much.
Yeah, and it wasn't Andor, which I still love.
So good. It definitely needs a rewatch. I know my wife's not seen it yet, so it's quite a good thing to watch. A nice to meet up with Fantha Paul to go to where are we going next? Glen Tilt, which was one of our shooting locations in Scotland. So not done that yet.
Nice.
Organise that with Mr. Paul.
Nice. There we go. So the next track on the EP, and we'll have a little bit more of a chat about this afterwards, is a reworking of the Harry Bellafonte tune, Jump in the Line, which has been repurposed for the Captain of the Ghost, the one and only Hera Syndulla.
Syndulla, I tell your friends I adore her. And when she flies, this general takes time, but it's down, watch the Empire burn and jump in the ghost. Make the Empire toast. Hot dang, I believe you jump in the ghost. Make the Empire toast. Hot dang, I believe you jump in the ghost. Make the Empire toast. Hot dang, I believe you jump in the ghost. Make the Empire toast. Whoa! Hera Syndulla, Captain of the Ghost. Syndulla, rebel with the boast. Fly, 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 Syndulla, fly the outer rim. Fly, 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 Syndulla, to the rebels win. You can talk about Lothal, Corellia, Cetus, or Ryloth. Syndulla's skills made a general. She jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast, and jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Hot dang, I believe you jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Rock your mighty rebels, jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Somebody help me! Jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Whoa! Hera Syndulla, Captain of the Ghost. Hera Syndulla, rebel with the post. Fly, 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 Syndulla, fly the outer rim. Fly, 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 Syndulla, till the rebels win. Syndulla, she's a sensation, the reason for aviation. And fellas, you got to watch it. When she wind up, she'll knock you down with the one hit. Jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Hot dang, I believe you jump in the ghost, make the Empire toast. Watch those guys a little higher. be a better pilot than Han. And if you fancy a wager, you sure can bet you'll get you out of danger. Jump in the ghost, take the Empire toast. I believe you jump in the ghost, take the Empire toast. I believe you jump in the ghost, take the Empire toast. Jump in the ghost, take the Empire toast. Whoa! Hera Syndulla, captain of the ghost. Hera Syndulla, rebel with the ghost. Fly, Syndulla.
Hi, this is Andy Seacombe, otherwise known as Watto, and you're listening to Fantha Tracks.
That was Hera by Darth Elvis from the Darth Elvis Rebels EP. Of course, paying tribute to not only Harry Bellafonte, but Vanessa Marshall and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who both ably played the character in live action, and of course Vanessa voiced her in the original Rebels and various other incarnations as well.
Bad Batch.
Yes, Bad Batch, and that was the younger one, wasn't it? Where she got a slightly French accent.
Yeah, younger. Yeah.
So, bit of a left field tune, that one, for old Darth Elvis.
Yeah, it's a classic tune though. It's been kicking around, that one. Like literally, I've had that. I want to say for at least 3-4 years. That one's been kicking around my head. You even mentioned to Vanessa Marshall some years ago that I've got a Hera song I'm working on, and I says I'll get it to you as soon as it's done, and I did, but as soon as it was done, it was like 4 or 5 years later.
You can't rush musical genius.
No, this is true. Steady on genius, though. I can't take any credit for Darth Elvis. He's,
I do seem to recall at some point in Darth Elvis and Friends as well, we were kicking that one around.
Yeah.
To the point that I've recorded some drums for it.
Well, this goes to the show. It's been kicking around that one for a wee while. So. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's something I'd mentioned to Vanessa Marshall, that I've had a Hera song written and just hadn't got around to recording it. But when I did get recorded and the videos were all ready to rock, because for anyone who's maybe listened to the tracks on SoundCloud, there's videos for each of these songs on YouTube, which I released all 3 on one video.
Yes.
So you get the full kind of Rebels EP vibe. But when you're listening to this, you'll probably find that the 3 videos are available now individually as well. So yeah, what I was getting to there was when I had all the EP ready to go, music videos and everything together, I gave Vanessa Marshall an early look at Hera to get the seal of approval from her, because obviously I'd promised this song many years ago, and I got a lovely response from Vanessa as usual. She's just fantastic with her fans, and got a message saying love this, wow, incredible. And she kindly shared it when it went live. She shared it on her Instagram reels, and it's great to have her support. So
yeah, she has always gone the extra mile for her fans, and not that other people don't get Star Wars and the fandom, but she seems to have really got it. Yeah, I think that's the difference between the people that are fans before and get the job, and the people that become fans.
I would agree
once they've got the job. Yeah,
I think still one of my favourite meetings, Star Wars celebrity meetings, was meeting Vanessa in person for the first time and surprising her. Myself and I'm getting it in now here. Myself and the Martin Keeler, hey,
hey,
had paid to get a photo with Vanessa and Freddie Prinze Jr. Chicago. It's Star Wars Celebration Chicago, and we could have walked in to get our picture taken, and just before the photo was taken, I turned to Vanessa and said, "Oh, by the way, I'm Darth Elvis, and this is Martin who's organising the gig." She was totally flipped out, and Freddie had to tell her to calm down and get back to the day job and the photos. But that was a nice moment. No, a total legend. Legend she is.
Yeah, because of course she was one of the many guest stars on stage with Darth Elvis in Chicago at the
That's the one. Yeah,
Museum
she got
of
on
Science and
Blues
Industry,
Harvest, and
Yes.
together with her. I think was it Taylor Gray and Jet Lucas, Mystery Dancing Porg, playing
Jet Lucas and Mystery Dancing Porg. Never forget the Mystery Dancing Porg.
Mystery Porg, playing cowbells and triangles and stuff to Ooga Chaka, can't stop this. Hooked on a feeling.
Yeah.
Some cowbell.
Hooked on a feeling, yes. Nice. Yes. And that kind of almost brings us to the end of the EP. The third track is a reworking of Dolly Parton's Jolene, which, as that's my wife's name, is no stranger to my ears, because any time anybody meets her, it's like, oh, Jolene, you like the song? And then they start singing it. So, yes, slightly different rendition, like an acoustic reworking of it, which works really nice. And the video for this one, again, head over to YouTube, Darth Elvis, to check out the video for this one, because it features a really, really cool performance by a Sabine puppet. And you tell us a little bit more about how that came about. And
I could have gone the easy route with the last track of the EP and gone with a new recording of Sabine, which was a track I did, Suzanne by Weezer, on the Darth Elvis Imperials album 4. But I thought, no, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted a different kind of vibe to the other two. And I'd always been a fan of somebody slowed down Jolene on their record player and played it at half speed. And it sounds like a male singing the song, not Dolly Parton. And I'd always wanted to do that.
Yes.
I thought, hey, this is a good opportunity. Jolene's actually one that's been kicking about. Again, this is a song that's been kicking about the Darth Elvis, going back to Darth Elvis and the Imperials, or maybe even Tatooine Trio, phase. And it was originally going to be about General Kriegsmarine. And then Kathleen obviously became president of Lucasfilm. It almost became Kathleen at one point. But we never did anything with it, so I eventually decided, this might be a good opportunity to do a new Sabine song, and the rest is history. But get back to your question. Yes, this one, obviously, last year, prior to being frozen in carbonite, Darth Elvis and some friends went on the Rebel Legion, 501st, Mando Mercs, multi-club. I think Fanfa were involved as well. The whole family organised a boat trip as part of like this the sort of celebration party for the groups. I think it was mainly the Rebel Legion thing, because you had the 5 Bash was the Friday, wasn't it? This was the Saturday night. And we got on the ferry next to O2 and did like a boat tour of London, got to like Big Ben and stuff, Houses of Parliament, and turned and went back down the Thames. Before I had a chance to attack it.
before you had a chance to attack it.
I won't say what we were singing as we were at the house. It's a family-friendly show. But we were all singing it.
Yeah. Various degrees of you don't know what you're doing.
Great pride and energy. Something about certain government.
Yes,
in power. Enough said.
There we go.
But anyway, yes. They did a raffle at that trip, and one of the raffle prizes was this Sabine puppet. And not long after I got off the boat, I got a message to say, "Oh, by the way, Greg, you've won a Sabine puppet." I was like, "Oh, cool! I didn't expect to win anything." But the puppet's made by a gentleman called Mark Wasserman. I think he's made a few different Star Wars puppets, including Zero the Hutt. I noticed. I don't know if that's the one. I think it might be the same one that obviously Jimmy Mack from Rebel Force Radio's got, a Zero the Hutt. I might be wrong. I might be talking on. Anyway, I think Mark's a member of Mando Mercs, and obviously he put this prize in, and I won it, which is great.
Yeah, and it is awesome. It is proper sort of Sesame Street Muppety style puppet, and the detail and the armor and everything is just stunning.
It's cool, yeah. 3D printed armor, and it's all painted. I think it's based on the season 3 look of Sabine from Rebels. It came with her little spray paint gun, which you can see Elliot operating, my eldest operating in the video, and a couple of blasters with the holsters and everything on that costume.
Yeah.
Also the helmet, the purple hair. No, very cool. So yeah, very lucky to get that. And I think the original plan was to deliver it. I was going to get it on the night of #Cantina 2, because I mentioned to the guys in Blues Harvest, because obviously we were performing together at that, or certainly Blues Harvest and Darth Elvis were.
Yeah.
And they had that surprise guest, Mike Quinn.
Yes.
We like Fraggle Rock and Dance Magic Dance. And I was like, ooh, I might have a puppet appearing later on. So the original plan was if it did appear that night, I was going to get it, and, well, not me, probably get Elliot, because he's the puppeteer in the family, to puppet it behind the scenes. So at #Cantina 2, but it wasn't to be. But I knew when it arrived that I've got something for this puppet, and
yeah,
there we go, music video.
#Cantina was already crammed with
guest appearances,
memorable moments and everything else, so keeping your powder dry until the release of the EP. I think I said to you before we started recording, the puppeteering for a youngster as Darth Elvis Jr. is brilliant, and really reminiscent of the sort of the Kermits and the that style of Muppeting. So yeah, we will watch your career with great interest.
But Chuck, he used to have a puppeting channel on YouTube good number of years ago now, but he's stopped doing that now. But he's trying to get into the film and TV industry, so I'm
cool.
Involving him in as much as possible.
Absolutely.
He's also doing some music editing and stuff as well, so he was going to work on this EP. But obviously he had prelims to do in doing his hire.
Damn those exams.
So yes, it was beautifully mixed by your good self, sir. So good luck for doing that.
Yes, all complaints this way.
Yeah. Unless it's to do with digging in, and there's only one way you can look for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's frozen in carbonite, so
he's frozen in carbonite, so you can shout all you want at him.
Up to the hand.
Yes. Talk to the frozen hands, because the face ain't listening. But there we go. So we'll round out the episode with a nice kick-back and chillax version of Dolly Parton's Jolene. This is Darth Elvis with Sabine.
Sabine, 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 trained from birth a Mandalorian. Sabine, 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 please don't trust him just because you can. Your family joined the Empire, but a rebel spark lit a fire inside you as you left Mandalore. Your artwork is beyond compare, spray-painted armor and purple hair, twin blasters with a loft cat by your side. Your journey led you to the ghost with a family who means the most. You feel at home with them, Sabine. Lothal seems so far away as you search a new galaxy for your lost friend, Ezra Sabine. Sabine, 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 trained from birth a Mandalorian. Sabine, 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 please don't trust him just because you can. The search for Ezra is complete. are so sweet. How will you get home now, Sabine? In your mind you hear a voice. Your master calls out through the force. Together you are again, Sabine. Sabine, 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 Sabine. Straight from birth the Mandalorian. Sabine, 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 Sabine. Please don't trust him just because you can. Sabine.
So that was Darth Elvis from the Rebels EP and Sabine. And you can grab that right now from YouTube or SoundCloud. I think it's free to download. Is that right, Greg?
Yes. All the Darth Elvis music is available to download or stream for free.
There.
Yeah, SoundCloud's the way to go. I think you can download them. If you can't, drop me a message and I will make sure that I remedy that. You can download it.
There you go. Can't say fairer than that. So been lovely to have a natter again.
Yeah.
And hope the EP continues to be a success.
Yeah, that's what I say. Thanks to everyone that's listened to it and watched the videos. It's been really nice getting some lovely messages from people with asking for Darth Elvis to come back and perform live, and their 6-year-old daughters dancing to it. It's been really cool. But yeah, I'm sure Darth Elvis would approve. And who knows, there might be more in the archives.
Well, as we were just saying, looks like they're raiding Prince's archives and Van Halen's archives. So Darth Elvis is only on ice.
Yeah.
So who knows what the future may hold.
Who knows?
So
Kiss played multiple farewell tours, as did Elton.
Yeah. And now they're reinventing themselves as like ABBA style avatars, and they're going to do all that digital reincarnation of the show and things, by all accounts.
If there's anyone from ILM listening and they want they want to do
they want to do like the ABBA Experience Darth Elvis version. Yeah, I'm sure we can make that appear in a phone box in Glasgow.
Yeah, and if there's anyone from the Vegas Sphere listening, turn it into a Death Star and book me, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did actually. I think I shared it with you. The boys from the Galactic Empire put a post out on Facebook a few weeks ago saying the only show where you're likely to get hit with a Death Star. And I was like, not strictly speaking true. as anybody that was at #Cantina2 will vouch.
Or #Cantina1 as well.
Or #Cantina1, indeed. Although the ones at #Cantina2 I can vouch for were a hell of a lot bigger because I was one of the people blowing them up.
Yeah, I tried until I got too lightheaded and said...
Yeah, I got too lightheaded and carried on. And now I present podcasts with my lightheadedness. But there we go. So cracking to hear from Darth Elvis and of course yourself, Greg.
Thank you.
And rest assured, if anything else appears from the archives, we'll be bringing it to your ears as soon as we can. But for now, it's a hot down from him.
And it's a hot down from me?
Yeah. I think that's how it goes. Hot down. Thanks for listening to Desert Planet Discs. If you want to stay part of the action and up to date on all the latest Star Wars news, check out the Fantha Tracks app via the App Store on your mobile device.
You can contact us via email at radio@fanthatracks.com. Comment, like and share on any of our social media feeds at Fantha Tracks, and be sure to subscribe, leave a review, preferably a 5-star one, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcatcher or smart speaker of choice.
Don't forget to head to fanthatracks.com/radio, home of Fanthatracks Radio, and follow us on our social media feeds at Fanthatracks, and bookmark fanthatracks.com for all the latest in Star Wars news.
Back soon. I'll be waiting.
Coming up next on Fanthatracks Radio, it's Making Tracks.